Are you an international nurse who have passed your CBT and passed your IELTS exam, but you have not gotten an employer yet? I've got good news for you today, because I will be telling you 3 organizations that are currently recruiting overseas nurses. So ensure you don't skip any bit of today's video. Watch it till the end, because I know you'll find value from the content. I know quite a number of you have been finding it difficult to get a job here in the UK, and that's because there are no active recruitment happening anymore, especially for countries who are on the red list here in the UK. But you can still get a job in the UK if you apply directly to these organizations, to these hospitals yourself, without going through a third party. So there is room for you to still apply for jobs, but it has been difficult for quite a number of people, and that's why I am here today to bring you these opportunities, to bring you this information so that you can put in your application right on time. So we're going to be talking about a care home who is helping people to get a job here in the UK, and there is a vacancy. I will leave all of the links in the description box as well as the comment section. If you are interested, please do put in your application. I'm going to be showing you my screen so that you have an idea, and when you go on Google, if you want to type it yourself, or when you click on the link, you would have an idea of what we're talking about. So the first organization we'll be talking about is Care UK. And you can see on here that they have overseas recruitment. They've told you recruiting caring healthcare professionals from around the world. Now they have quite a number of information on their website, and they say that we support passionate and hard-working nurses and carers to live and work in the UK. Our dedicated internal team recruits, sponsor, and relocate both nurses and carers who are already living in the UK and from overseas. The team is passionate about recruiting healthcare professionals that live our values. Now they've told you the reason why you should join their organization, and they have said that our priority is to ensure you are well settled in the UK, your community, and in your care home, so that you can expect to receive exceptional pastoral support. We offer a competitive relocation package, which includes a certificate of sponsorship, visa, flights, and accommodation. OSCE training, exam booking, and travel are also included for NMC pre-registration nurses. The full package will be shared with you before your pre-screening call with our overseas advisors. Now, I remember when I first moved to the UK a couple of years back, I moved with the NHS, and the recruitment agency I used then was able to do all of this for me. So there were relocation packages. You get accommodation sorted for a couple number of months, you get your visa sorted, you get your flight sorted, and these guys have said they are doing this as well. So this is a very good opportunity, because you don't get to have this often, and quite a number of people have gone through the self-sponsorship route because they're finding it difficult to get the job. Mind you, if you have not watched that video yet, I did a video about self-sponsorship, just because quite a number of people were interested in that, and that's something for you to consider as well. If getting a job on your own has been proving difficult, and your CBT exam is about to expire, your IELTS certificate is about to expire as well, I will recommend for you to do the self-sponsorship route if you can afford it. So please do have a look. I will link it in the description box for you to access it easily. It is packed with enough information for you. And just in case you have any questions, please do leave it in the comment section, and I'm very happy to answer that question for you. Now, they have told us some requirements that you need to meet first before you can go through this whole process with them. And they have said that the requirements for overseas nurses, before you join them, you need to meet the English language requirements of the NMC, which I am sure you should have by now. You need to have passed your CBT exam, that's the part 1 of the NMC test of competence, and you need to have a complete tuberculosis test. As regards the OSCE, they have told you that on arrival in the UK, you will be required to pass part 2 of the NMC test of competence, which is the OSCE exam, and this test can be completed at one of the 5 approved test centers located around the UK. Now, if you want to work with Care UK, they have told you to please send your CV to overseas@careuk.com, and you will be contacted for a pre-screening call if your application meets our experience and skills criteria. Now, this is one that you would have to send them an email, and I personally would say send them an email. Ensure that you sell yourself in that email that you are sending to them. Let them know what your situation is. You've passed your CBT, you've passed your IELTS, and you are at this stage where you are applying for jobs. Sell yourself properly in the email when you are sending it across to them. They'll get in touch with you to arrange the next step with you, and they have told you, let me read this out clearly for you, we never charge recruitment fees. Any employment offers from Care UK would come from an official registered email address ending in careuk.com. They have categorically told us here you don't have to pay any money to them. Everything is free, and it will come from the registered email address that ends in careuk.com. And this is because quite a number of people have been scammed, and quite a number of people have paid outrageous amount of money for people to help them get a job. And you know, the whole issue going on with the selling of certificate of sponsorship and the way the UK government have been trying to cut down on net migration, quite a number of things have been happening, and these guys have boldly spelt it out that they do not charge any money. So if you find yourself in a situation where somebody is charging you any money, no, it is not legit. No, it is a scam. So please avoid such situations. So if you are wondering if this is something that you can do, there are quite a number of people who have gone through this process with Care UK, and there are videos on their website for you to watch and listen and hear testimonials of people who have gone through this process. So I personally would advise that you go through that and hear what other people have to say about working with Care UK. The next option we're going to be looking at is the one with DF Booking Recruitment Services, and this is a vacancy they have on their website which says recruiting overseas registered nurses in the UK with work visa sponsorship. And it says we are searching for registered nurses with foreign training who are seeking employment in the UK for their customer. We are happy to be hiring foreign trained nurses as pre-registration nurses for our clients. These nurses must have passed the NMC competency-based test, which is a CBT, and earned their IELTS or OET. Now, the ideal candidate, everything has been listed here, and it says that the ideal candidate will be responsible for providing care to patients and everything that you need to know. And if successful at interview, you will be offered a contract as a pre-registration nurse, which was the same for me as well when I got my job at first. And then you will progress to a permanent contract as a qualified nurse once you have passed your OSCE and once you have been registered on the NMC's register. Now, you will be placed on a ward in line with your clinical experience, and you should be able to work well in a team. Every information, what the ideal candidate should have, basically, they have listed out here. Now, they have said that the extras, there is a caveat to this role. They say that you have to be committed to undertaking additional study and to passing your OSCE in the UK, but you must work with the clients for at least 2 years. Should you decide to leave the client during your training or before 24 months, the client will seek to reclaim the costs paid for relocation and training. Please be aware that we will only accept applications from candidates that clearly prove that they have passed the IELTS or OET and the CBT. So this is something that you want to ensure that you have met the criteria. And like me, when I started my job initially, there was a contract. You cannot leave before the end of your contract. Not that you cannot leave per se, you can leave, but if you leave before a certain duration of time, you would have to pay back some money. So I was supposed to stay with my employer at least 3 years and not pay any money. If I had left during the first year, I would have paid a certain amount of money. After 2 years, you would not pay any money. After 3 years, there is like a ratio of amount that you would pay if you leave them within your contracts. So this is what these guys have said. And if you come and you feel like, okay, you want to stay with this guy, it's fantastic. If you have any reason why you have to move, you then know that you would have to pay back certain amount of money. So they've given you requirements for this role, which is everything I have said initially. So you must be a registered nurse, pass your IELTS, pass your CBT, have at least 1 year work experience in your country where you registered with your nursing and midwifery council of that country, and then you must have passed your CBT, like I said. Now, the benefits that comes with this job involves you having your CBT money being reimbursed. So one CBT take to be reimbursed once in the UK. NMC registration fee, you would have that refunded as well. Your visa costs would be sorted, including your IELTS money. So the money you used in paying for your IELTS, you would have that reimbursed. Your flights to the UK would be sorted. 1 to 3 months free shared accommodation, that would be sorted as well. Your OSCE would be sorted. Your everything basically would be sorted. And here they've told you that your salary before you are fully registered in the NMC register would be at band 4, which is good, because when I started, mine was band 3. So these guys have told you that your salary before paying would be band 4 and then band 5 afterwards. And then you have your certificate of sponsorship as well. Now they have a link here where you have to click on. So if you click on apply for this job, you would see where you have to fill in your details, so your name, your email, your phone number, cover letter, and then you would have to upload your CV and submit your application. Now, this is something that you want to ensure that your CV is updated. You have every information that would sell you appropriately. And then when you are putting in your cover letter as well, it is accurate, it is whole. It encompasses everything. So ensure that when you are putting out your application, please do not use an old CV when you are putting in your application. Update it. Check, dot your I's, cross your T's. If you have to give somebody to proofread for you, please do that. Everything that you would have to do with this application, ensure that you do it right, because I want to hear good news from all of you. So please do ensure that you put in your application on time and come back and tell me how it goes. Congratulations in advance. So the last option we're going to be talking about is this one with Drake Medox. And they say if you want to be a nurse in the UK, you have to follow your dreams to live and work in the United Kingdom. I feel like that's a really good line. Now they have told us that they are urgently recruiting, or they urgently require ward nurses, ICU and critical care nurses, theatre scrub nurses, pediatric nurses. And they have said visa sponsorship, your airfare paid, and so much more. By choosing to relocate to the UK with Drake Medox, we will help you every step of the way, and we have a competitive package on offer. Let's see what that package is. And so they have said that the base salary of 28,407 to over 34,000. You have your international flight to the UK sorted. You have your visa application and certificate of sponsorship. You have access to free NHS healthcare. I mean, don't we all have access to free NHS healthcare? And then you have salary equivalency with your UK counterpart, support with your professional registration process, free CBT training and OSCE preparation, free become a UK registered nurse ebook. Okay. Accommodation sourced and prepared and often paid for the first month, welcome pack on arrival, and much more. I feel like they have a lot to offer, but I don't know if they are competitive enough to the other options I have seen, or the ones that I have, I've had in the past. But this is a good option if you are considering moving to the UK and you have passed your CBT and your IELTS exam. This is something that you would want to consider. So they also have a link here for you to apply now. And there are 23 questions for you to fill and answer, whether you are an international healthcare professional looking to live and work in the UK, or you are a nurse already in London and looking for agency work. And we want to hear from you. So when you start the whole process, you click on that one and you start the whole process. I want to encourage you, please do not give hope. Do not feel discouraged. It is difficult. I know it could be frustrating, understandably so, but please do not give up hope. This is because I will keep on bringing more options, more opportunities, more vacancies your way, because I want to hear the good news from you directly, personally. I want you to come back and tell me, based on the information I heard on your channel, based on the vacancies that you have made us aware of, I was able to get a job, I was able to move to this country, I was able to move to that country, and with time your goals and your dreams will be achieved. So please don't give up, keep on applying. You would get quite a number of unfortunately's. I know we all have been there, but please keep on applying, keep on pushing out those applications, and you will get the congratulations. We are giving you the job very soon, sooner than you expect. I want to hear good news from you. If you have any questions, please do leave it in the comment section. I am very happy to answer all of your questions. And until when next I see you with more opportunities, please keep on being amazing and have a wonderful day.